Yeah, that was the pleasing thing. It was a bit of a gritty affair. It was a game played like there was a lot on the line. I thought it was very forward orientated, and they worked each other over. And some tries scored, but most of them sort of scrappy situations from kicks and offloads and second phase sort of stuff. And yeah, it's just really pleasing from our angle. We haven't won a game like that for a while, so it was nice.
It's a crucial game in the context of the 8, of course.
Yeah, it is. The 8's always there, and you can't say that you're not looking at it. But if your team's not playing all that well, the reality is that it's not much point thinking about the 8. So it's trying to grit out a few wins and gain confidence and get a roll on. And anyone who can win, anyone who's around that part of the 8, if you can win 2 or 3 in a row, it really catapults you.
John, the penalties to 9, 23 all up. Did you think they were fair? Was it a fair presentation?
It's hard, I hate seeing a game with that many penalties. No one wins. It's too many stoppages for the players, too many stoppages for the fans. Your key playmakers don't get any advantage from it when there's that many penalties. And it's because it's so slow. And, continuity of the game is affected. So you'd have to, the way the game is refereed now, you can state a case for a penalty at every ruck, and then I've got no doubt that they will state a case for every penalty that was given. But it's a fine line, and some referees will let the game flow, and if the game does flow, the odds slow play the ball doesn't really matter. But if it's constantly penalised at the ruck, the game does become a bit of a lottery.
John, you're in the 8 now, but you've got a big tough run home.
Yeah, well, no tougher than tonight, mate. So that was, that was what we spoke about. There's 4 games to go. We've got the Cowboys next week and Warriors at home. So we've got a really short turnaround this week. So it's going to be a huge ask to turn up with that sort of effort again. But there's light at the end of the tunnel now. The clock's sort of on the wind down, and we've worked our way back into the 8, and we certainly want to stay there.
Mate, were you frustrated there with the number of stoppages through the penalties?
At the start there, yeah. It gets a bit hard on the rest. I think some of them were definite penalties and some weren't. Sometimes you think they do it to even things up, and so they just blow it. But at the end of the day, I'm not really sure what to say. It gets a bit frustrating, mate.
Now, what do you think led to that? Was it just the intensity of the play, or do you think the refs were looking for things, or what do you think caused the rash of penalties?
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think both teams were out there with the 100% out there to win. They're a fantastic side, and it was probably going to be easy for us to come down here on a Monday night with no supporters and have our tail between our legs. But credit to our boys, they played some good footy, and it was pretty physical out there. But it was definitely a slow game.
Do you think that pass to Reynolds for that try late was forward?
I wasn't sure if there was a touch on it from Morris. I think it was. It was touch and go. That probably would have been a hard one to prove, but it's 50-50. I think that a couple go pretty close against it.
Thank you.